You. Yeah, you. Over here. Come here. You. Yes, come here now. Gentlemen, that's not how you do it. Today's video, how to grab attention without being an asshole. So first off, gentlemen, let's talk about why this matters. If you're part of my community, if you've watched my videos, I assume that you're the kind of man out there that wants to make a difference in this world. Whether you're going to be a master electrician, you're going to go on to be an engineer, you're a student just trying to get a great internship, you're an up-and-coming consultant, you're a business owner, you're a lawyer. Whatever it may be, it's a crowded space, and you've got to stand apart so that people can hear your message. But for most people, it's like a bucket of crabs, and they're constantly tearing each other down. They are literally just being mean, just tearing each other apart. You want to be the guy that stands apart, and on his, not only just his merit, but these tips I'm going to get into, you enable yourself to stand apart from the crowd and to be noticed, because all you need are those first few seconds so that you can share with the world your important message. Tip number one to grab people's attention is to know people. You ever seen the movie Goodfellas? One of the greatest scenes ever is the Steadicam scene when Henry takes Karen into the restaurant for the first time. We follow them in. He goes in through a double secret entrance. Everyone knows Henry. He's being treated like a king. They get a seat. There's no seat right up there at the front. But of course it's Henry. He knows people. Boom, the seat is right down there. Now you can argue, okay, he was a mobster. He was paying tips and bribes all over the place. But the point is he knew people and he grabbed and commanded attention. On the business side, how can you do this? Whenever I go to a conference, I am doing all the homework on who is going to be there, who strategically I want to meet, and I know a lot about them. I found that I was invited to an early mastermind at a recent conference, and I had places to choose to sit, but I recognized a guy named Brian Morin sitting over there, and he had no one sitting next to him, and I knew who he was. He's the founder of Samcart, founder of Get 10,000 Fans. So you can bet I went and sat next to him and instantly was able, I already knew he was going to be there. I already knew a lot about his business. I was instantly able to make a connection and an impact because I already knew people. I knew about them. If you know you're going to be taking a woman out on a date, take her to a place that you're familiar with, that you know the bartender, you know the guys working at the door. And all of this, guys, is going to play into your advantage in the sense you will command attention. You're going to grab attention, and it's just one of the most powerful tips I can give you. Tip number two, make people smile and laugh. And the way you do this is you instantly assume that they like you and you act like they like you. Some people will be cold. And I think actually it's more of a person's personality sometimes. And that's the 5 to 10%. But some people, they'll hit something like that and they will freeze themselves. Don't do that. Every time you meet somebody, start over and be interested in them. Listen to them. Have fun. Maybe have a few things that you can throw out that you know have tested that are going to be a little bit funny. I'm not talking long jokes, but I am certain things you can say to make them smile. And it's a practiced and learned skill, guys. So you can't just go out there and wing it. This is something you'll get better and better with time. But I can tell you, if you go in there assuming that people like you, most likely they will. Tip number three to grab attention, have the right body language. So you want to take up a little bit of space. Nothing wrong with that. And I'm not talking about, in a crowded room or crowded elevator taking up all the space. But what I am saying is don't hide yourself. Don't cross yourself off. And if you catch yourself doing this, remind yourself to open up. Mimic what other people are doing, unless they are trying to cross people off. But don't sit down and look small. A lot of people, and I think Amy Cuddy, she's talked about this over at Harvard, how whenever you make yourself look smaller, you feel smaller. And this translates not only with your body language, but even how your voice and how you start to talk and how you think of yourself. Gentlemen, don't be afraid to go in there and take up space. Tip number four, never travel alone. So in a social setting, yes, you want to go into a bar with a group of your friends, probably 2 or 3 of your guy friends, but even better is to have some female friends that go in there. Yeah, totally platonic. That doesn't matter. Other women will take note that you are going in there with women, surrounded, talking already with women. And when they're looking around, they're saying, okay, they're not looking for the lone wolf. And I know sometimes that happens. I'll talk about that at the end, how to overcome that. But what you're looking for is basically to send off that clear signal, this guy has social status. Now, in a business setting, I go to conferences and I will let my friends know I'm going to a conference, and I find that many of them will show up at the conference because worst case, we get to hang out with each other. We have our own good time. It was one of those things that you always want to, whether it be business, whether it be social, go in with other people. Now, if you have to go alone, what you want to do is early on build some relationships and then use those relationships throughout the event basically to show that you have social status. Tip number 5 to grab attention is to know your style and own it. Guys, you know I was going to talk about clothing. Now, I'm not saying that you have to wear a suit. I am saying know what your message is and make sure that your clothing represents that message. So I go to events and oftentimes it's very casual. I'm the only guy wearing the jacket in the room, but I feel perfectly fine doing that because it represents and it speaks to my business. If you're a guy and you own a fitness company or a nutrition store, yeah, you would maybe want to go with something that shows off more. If you're a personal trainer, you want to show off your body. This represents that your teachings actually work. If whatever it is you do, look at the clothing that you're wearing. Does it send the message? So in this video, gentlemen, I talked about how to stand out as an individual from the crowd. But what I didn't cover here is how to stand out as an individual at work with your skill set, or how to stand out if you own a business from a crowded market space, how to create more sales by creating an irresistible offer that just stands apart from everything else out there, or how when you're at a company and you've been there like 10 years and you haven't gotten a raise, you haven't been promoted, no one even seems to notice how big of a contributor you are. If that is your problem, guys, I want you to go check out Ramit Sethi. I'm going to link to 2 secret videos that I recorded for you, and I go through 2 of his courses, Dream Job and Zero to Launch. So if you've got a business or you're looking to take your business to the next level, you have trouble crafting an irresistible offer, you are not getting noticed in a crowded market space, check out Zero to Launch. Dream Job, it's for you guys out there that you just haven't found your dream job. You're maybe working, you have so many skills that you've offered your employer, but no one notices. They just work you to the bone. You're not getting rewarded like you would want to. Guys, go check out Ramit. Great mentor. I have learned a lot from him. And if you grab any of his courses, let me know because I will give you my personal image blueprint, which is a $500 information course absolutely free. I do that because I'm an affiliate and I want to see you guys go out there and become the man you know yourself to be. I want to see you get that dream job. Everything I put here on YouTube is information, but you've got to take action. So that's it, guys. Take care. I'm also going to link down to an article that goes into more detail as well. But I love hearing from you guys down in the comments on how I can make these better. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Take care. Now be sure to sign up for email notifications. That way you can watch my videos when they first come out. Now, sometimes I offer exclusive deals that are time sensitive. So make sure that you never miss out on one by being part of the early notification squad.